All right, everyone. So we have another video from Swagkage. This one is called Top 5 Worst Dragon Ball Plot Holes. Now, this video was requested on a live stream, and if you guys have your own videos you want me to watch, just let me know about them in the comment section down below. And while you're there in the comment section, let me know your thoughts on what we watch here in this video, and consider leaving a like, share, subscribing, bell notification, you know, all the things that the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves. And remember to check the description for links to this video and Swagkage's channel, so you can head on over there, subscribe to him, and go show him some support. All right, so top 5 worst Dragon Ball plot holes. Now look, I know a lot of people out there probably don't like thinking about, you know, Dragon Ball is so awesome, there's no way it has mistakes, it's perfect, blah blah blah. No, Dragon Ball is not a perfect series, okay? Anyone who's read it, who's read the manga, or who you know, watch the anime will probably tell you, yeah, the story has problems. It's not perfect, and in my opinion, those problems kind of got magnified with Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like those problems are going away. All right, let's go ahead and watch this video. Just check the volume. By the way, let me know if my audio is coming through a lot clearer. I know some of you in the comments have been telling me that the audio either from my mic or from the video is a little low. Now, for me personally, it kind of sounds fine. I always check the videos before I upload them, and it always sounds fine to me. I don't know if it's just my headphones, or I don't know, but for me, the audio sounds fine. But I did mess with the settings, so let me know if it's better now than it was before.
So in the Naruto plot holes video, somebody said that I should do one for Dragon Ball, and you know what? That's a fantastic idea. So here we are, top 5 Dragon Ball plot holes. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of Dragon Ball. I'll go ahead and make that clear, as I did in the Naruto video. But that said, I am able to look at the series critically and notice when Toriyama and his editors have made a...
Yeah, this is definitely one of them. I remember when this came out, a lot of people pointed this out as like, wait a minute, you exterminated the dinosaurs, but they're still there. Clearly, like from like, even you could say the early parts of Z, where Gohan went to, you know, chop the dragon's or the dinosaur's tail off and used it as like a dinosaur steak or something. And it's like, hell, they even made a joke about it in Dragon Ball Super in the I think it was episode 88, where Gohan was training with Piccolo, and at the end they what was it? You know, they cut off another piece of its tail and were cooking it and were about to eat it. But yeah, this is definitely one of them. I remember, again, like I said, when this came out, a lot of people pointed this out.
A pretty big mistake. Here are 5 of those mistakes. Now the same rules apply to this list as in the Naruto list. Manga only plot holes, with a couple exceptions. Since Dragon Ball Super's anime is ahead of its manga, I will say the anime takes precedence over the manga, and
well, we know that's not the case anymore. The manga has already far surpassed, or far past the anime. So I guess maybe now the manga takes precedent over the anime when it comes to canons, because that's the only source of the that's the only way we're getting the story. I think the anime was supposed to come out you know, years ago, but they kind of delayed it because, you know, I think it was because it got leaked when it was supposed to come out, and you know, I think Japan doesn't really like leaks, and I think later they kind of delayed it because of you know, because of the you know what. And I think I remember doing a video where it said, someone on the production team did say that it was kind of supposed to come out this year along with the movie. Whether that's true or not, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'll delay it again, we don't know. Again, we'll just have to wait and see.
Since GT doesn't,
because I know a lot of people really want the anime to come back, and it will, because again, I've said this before as well, there's no way in hell they're not going to bring the anime back. The anime made way too much money, way too much money. I think people underestimate just how many people were watching the Dragon Ball Super anime when it was being released, even though it was heavily criticized for, you know, the quality of the writing. Most people didn't give a shit. They just liked watching Dragon Ball. So
have a manga. Well, if I find a plot hole in GT, it's gotta come from the anime. So with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get started.
Tells explanation regarding Trunks' DNA. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get out of the full screen. But yeah, I kind of gotta be careful here, because we know how Toei is when it comes to copyright. So, oh boy. Let me give Earth. Could have taken the cells of that guy chunks as well, but there was already enough from Saiyan.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Alright, so first of all, Trunks is the first Super Saiyan that Dr. Gero had eyes on, so I think taking his cells might have made Cell quite a bit stronger. But that's not where the plot hole comes in. See, Cell came to the present timeline from the future. The same future that Trunks came from. In this future, Goku showed up to defeat Frieza and King Cold. You know, future Trunks, he wasn't there. There were no cells for the surveillance drone to take in the first place.
Exactly.
So, what the fuck, Cell?
Yeah, see, again, that's the thing when it comes to time travel in Dragon Ball. Like, when you really think about it, there's a lot of things that don't make sense, and this is why I would always try to advocate for anyone. If you're writing a story, please leave time travel out of it. Time travel rarely, and I mean rarely, works, because like you have to be very, very careful not to cause any continuity issues, or cause any or cause people to ask questions like, wait a minute, this, when you think about it, this doesn't really make a lot of sense because it doesn't line up with what you said here or there. And this is why I'll always advocate, if you're watching this and if you're planning to get into writing, please just leave time travel out of it. Okay, treat it like it's the worst thing ever and just throw it in the garbage. Time travel does nothing but cause problems. It's very, very rare that you can do time travel and it's done well to the point where it doesn't cause any questions. And even then, some people will still question it. Gotenks and Piccolo trapped in the room of spirit and time. Oh yeah. Well, actually, I don't.
So this is probably.
I don't think this is a plot hole. Hold on.
Probably the easiest plot hole to explain on the entire list. After Majin Buu left Piccolo and Gotenks stranded inside of the Room of Spirit and Time, Piccolo is panicking, trying to think of a way out because of the.
No, it's not even a pinhole. Meanwhile, hours pass over there, everyone at his mercy.
The fact that.
Okay. I think I see what the plot hole is. Okay, so they're saying that. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's been reversed because normally minutes on the outside world would equate to hours or even days in the Room of Spirit and Time. That's the whole point. Like, time moves a lot faster in there. So like a day in the real world, a whole year in the Room of Spirit and Time, you know? So I think, yeah, Toriyama had things reversed. He had Piccolo say that, you know, they've been in there for a bit and then hours pass over there. So yeah, it's been switched.
To him, as seconds passed in the Room of Spirit and Time, hours passed outside.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's not how the Room of Spirit and Time works.
It's reversed.
You got it backwards. No, it's not like Piccolo just had a brain fart here either. When he and Gotenks escape the Room of Spirit and Time, they find that in the real world, yes, hours have indeed passed. And once again, it bears repeating, that's not how the Room of Spirit and Time works.
What's interesting to me is that later in another chapter, when, you know, Gohan shows up and they were out looking for Buu after he did that whole fake self-destruction thing, is that, you know, Piccolo says that, you know, by now Frieza would, or excuse me, by now Buu would have, because they find out that Dende's alive and they think, well, wait a minute, Buu would have found him and killed him by now, right? And then Gohan says, well, you guys were in the Room of Spirit and Time, so even though to you guys it felt like hours, on the outside it would have only been like a few minutes or a few seconds. And that's when he remembers. So I don't know, I think maybe Toriyama realized, oh yeah, I screwed up, or maybe one of his editors pointed out to him, like, you wrote something wrong here, you had it reversed, and he had it fixed by having Gohan say that line. So I wonder if maybe that's what happened. But again, like, every writer is going to make mistakes every now and then. No writer's perfect. Piccolo's wish to revive all who were killed by Frieza and his men. Oh yeah.
We're all clear on the fact that the Dragon Balls turn to stone for a year after they're used, right? We're also all clear on the fact that the Namek Saga happened a month after the Saiyan Saga. So how did Popo do this? How was he able to summon Shenron? The Dragon Balls had just been used a month prior to revive Goku from the dead. You didn't forget about that, did you, Toriyama? And man, this isn't just like a tiny wish either. This isn't something that I could just let slide because of how minuscule it is. This is one of the biggest plot points of the Namek saga. If Popo hadn't done this, Piccolo would have been trapped on Namek. That means Kami would have died, which thereby means that Earth's Dragon Balls would not have been usable again. The Namekian Dragon Balls wouldn't have ever been usable again, meaning that Krillin never would have been able to return to life. Vegeta never would have come back to life. Like, there are a lot of very important things that rely on Mr. Popo being able to make this wish, and he shouldn't be able to do it.
But Swag Kage! Kami had just come back to life, so the Dragon Balls had probably just been restored. Maybe
no, that's not how it works.
The Dragon Ball.
I do not think that is how it works, so I rest my case.
I mean, I guess you could make an argument that maybe Kami, like, brought the Dragon Balls back. Like, maybe he used his powers as the Guardian to, you know, give them back their power a lot quicker than they're normally supposed to. Like, he made an exception considering the circumstances. But yeah, that definitely is a plot hole. Like, this never should have happened.
Dragon Ball Minus is fucking stupid. Now, on its own, as a standalone manga,
Here's the thing. I don't get why a lot of people don't like Dragon Ball Minus. I never understood it. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's not the TV special. And yeah, I prefer the TV special more. But I don't think Dragon Ball Minus is bad.
is a fun little read, but as a replacement for Bardock, the father of Goku? Why was it necessary to replace that perfectly fine special? Whatever. I'm here to talk about Dragon Ball's plot holes, not Toriyama's bad retconning decisions. So first of all, this does directly conflict with the manga. When Frieza first meets Goku, he remarks, not just in the anime, but in the manga as well, that Goku looks remarkably similar to Bardock. And it shows a scene of Bardock in space, just like the scene at the end of Bardock, the father of Goku. Now, I guess technically, this scene could still have happened, the events of Dragon Ball Minus.
And the thing that's interesting is, in the Broly movie, they kind of combined both of the stories. And remember, I think Toriyama, yeah, he was responsible for the script. He kind of combined Minus and you know, Bardock, the father of Goku, because we actually saw him in the beginning of the movie, you know, during that whole prologue. And this is actually, I think one of the criticisms of the movie is that they kind of just quickly glossed over that whole part of the movie, and they kind of wish it would have expanded on a bit. And I think I remember, yeah, Toriyama said he had like a 3-hour script, or a script for a 3-hour movie, but they had to cut it down. And I think that's why a lot of people kind of hope that, for once, before they were kind of opposed to this, and I was one of them, they thought that, you know, at first they didn't like the fact that they took the movie and adapted it into the anime, but I think this is one case where it could work, because that way you could include all the things that Toriyama Toriyama included in the script, but like Toei had to remove just to bring it down to like an hour and 30 minutes. So I think that might be one case where people could like make an exception, and you could expand on certain things. Like, for example, maybe you could expand on the relationship between Bardock and his father Paragus, and, like, you know, the whole thing at the beginning with the Saiyan's planet and all of that. And I feel like there's a lot more story to be told there that kind of got, you know, left on the cutting room floor, unfortunately.
But it's nowhere near as likely following the events of that manga as it is following the events of the beginning of Bardock, the father of Goku. Second plot hole. Jean says she will tell Raditz that...
Actually, her name's pronounced Gine. I mean, I can understand how someone could get that just by reading it, but it's actually pronounced Gine.
Goku was sent off-planet to keep him safe from Frieza. So why did Raditz believe the story about a meteor blowing up planet Vegeta? And why did Raditz believe that Goku was sent to Earth to wipe out everybody on it? This is important too, because the only reason Raditz went to Earth in the first place is because he was under the impression that Goku was on a mission there. If he didn't feel like he needed to check on his brother's progress, he never would have gone there. Goku never would have died and trained with the North Kaio. He never would have learned Kaioken or Genki Dama. Never would have had to go to Namek. Yeah, everybody would have gotten scraped by Android 17 and 18, and we would not have been very good.
Well, actually, the thing that I also want to say about this is, let me just see if I can bring it up. The whole thing about Raditz is, in the movie, Gine says, "I'll talk to Raditz," and then yeah, I can see where the plot hole comes in, because he did believe, or actually no, him believing that the you know, the meteor destroying Earth I can understand how he would believe it, because maybe they didn't tell him that Frieza is planning to destroy Earth. Maybe they just told him about Goku or Kakarot at the time, that they were sending him to Earth, and that's probably how he knew about Goku being on Earth. The whole thing about him believing the meteor thing, I guess you could kind of explain it by saying that maybe they didn't tell him about Frieza, because maybe if they were afraid, because they were afraid that maybe if they told him, then he would have told Vegeta and all of that, and it's possible they would have tried something, because Vegeta and his pride. Although it is revealed actually no, I think that was an anime only scene, so yeah, I guess that technically doesn't count. I'm talking about the scene where Raditz and Nappa are talking to Vegeta, and he says that, yeah, I already know what actually happened, like, I'm not stupid, I didn't believe that whole meteor shit. So, but he didn't care. That's the thing that a lot of people forget about Vegeta, is that he doesn't care. So I guess even if Raditz told him, he wouldn't have really done anything, because I don't think well, actually no, he didn't care about his people, but he did care about the fact that he wanted to rule the planet, and Frieza took that away from him. Hell, he even says that at the in the Resurrection F movie. It's like, dude, you destroyed the planet that I was going to rule, so yeah, I was never going to join you because of that. Like, it's not because he cares about his people, it's like he wanted to be like a ruler, and Frieza took it away from him. But yeah, I can kind of see how this could be considered a plot hole. Like, why would he believe the meteor thing if Gine Raditz told him about Goku and all of that? But yeah, I can see where he's coming from.
He never would have gone there. Goku never would have died. Would have learned Kaioken. Never would have had to go to Nam. Would not have been very good.
All right, what's number one? Yeah, this is another thing when the episode came out that a lot of people called BS on. Again, this is oof. I don't know if I'll be able to get away with this.
Now hold on just 1 second here.
Oh god, yeah. That's the thing. It's like, oof. It definitely was kind of, I mean, I don't know if I would have put it at number one. I feel like the one he brought up before would have probably been worse. But yeah, I guess this is pretty egregious. Like, wait a minute, what do you mean he's the one who sealed you up in the sword? I thought, didn't you say that the one who sealed you up wasn't as bad as Boo? But Beerus is way stronger than Majin Buu, so what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, it definitely is pretty bad. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Remember to leave a like, share the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell for notifications. And again, if you have a video you want me to watch, just let me know about it in the comment section down below. And bye for now.